So for this video, I'm going to show you how to use the goal seek to solve an equation. And so last video, if you saw it, what we did is we set up these equations in these cells so that we named our cell, the four cell, the cell that the 4 is in, row 2, column 1, is named X. And so over here in our formula, we have our formula is equal to x squared minus 4, which with a value of x equals 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys up here, and I'm going to do one more little format thing. I'm going to rename this worksheet, again, because I've been telling you to do that so that we understand what's going on. And I'm just going to put this as a, let's go ahead and call this a goal seek as a name of this worksheet. So what we're going to do the goal seek is what you can do is if you click along here, you'll see we come to the data menu, and so we want to click on data, and I want to go ahead and click on our cell, and what you see is all these things become highlighted so that we can click on them and select them. So I'm going to select the what if analysis, and if you can hold that open and you can see what kind of options we have. What I'm actually interested in is the goal seek. So go ahead and click that goal seek. And what you'll see is we come up with a dialog box that lets us change the value of what is in, or we're trying to set that cell actually. We want that to be 0. I want to try and figure out what value of x gives me a value, solves the x squared minus 4 equals 0. So I went ahead and put a 0 in there to 0. And how I'm going to do that is by changing this cell here. So again, let me just to clarify. What we're trying to do is find the x value, which makes my formula x squared minus 4 equal to 0. And so what we're going to do is we've set the cell with the bold line around it. We want to set that cell equal to 0, and how we're going to get there is by setting our cell x. We're going to change that guy. So let's see what happens. And so it found a solution, and notice how we've got some interesting things that have happened. We've got some digits that are like 2 point whatever, and I know that's not exactly the value of 2 that you would have expected, and that's because the problem solving strategy, the optimization routine that it uses to do this doesn't, has a iteration or a stopping criteria that makes it such we don't get exactly on 2. But what you can do, just remember I showed you how to adjust the digits, and you see what happens when we do that. We get digits that look more like what you might expect. And I'm going to go ahead and change this to be a number so that we see our 0. And so this video, as I said, showed you how to use goal seek. And again, just as a reminder, how we found goal seek was up in data, what if analysis, and goal seek. So that ends this video on using goal seek.